Welcome to Horror Hangout Reacts. Wait.
Yeah, that'll do.
Wait. There's more to that, isn't there? Welcome to Horror Hangout Reacts. It's us, it's me, it's Andy Conduit Turner, and I've got Luke Condor on the screen here as Pinhead. Maybe he's been slurped off into hell. Maybe he's in the puzzle box.
That's what you've been doing so busy. And I tell you what, we'll see the puzzle box in a minute, but it feels like it's a puzzle box that's in some kind of tutorial mode. It appears to want you to do it very much so. It seems to almost do itself when you hold it in your hands.
Yeah, what's that about? Modern gaming for you, eh? In the 80s.
I've tried a sliding block puzzle before. I would say arguably easier than the Hellraiser puzzle box. You would think on paper. Can't solve them.
Can't solve them, no. It's a Chinese finger trap, but it traps your soul in it instead. Maybe. Yeah. Something like that.
But yeah, this is what we're reacting to today, I guess. Spoilers for anyone that didn't read the title. There's only a new trailer for Hellraiser. It's the new theme.
The woman with the pinhead touch. But
exactly.
Don't let her touch you too much.
Because she'll chop you into bits, probably.
All the best themes are written in this sort of way. Just spitballing, just riffing, just jamming them out. She'll rip you into bits. So, Hellraiser, this is weird because the day this trailer came out, I had a thought in my little head, which said, oh, we haven't had a Hellraiser trailer yet, and it's fast approaching October the 7th, which is when the movie's released. I wonder if we'll get one soon. Bang! Out of nowhere. I put it out into the universe. The universe gave me it back, which is incredibly nice of it, incredibly lovely. So, this Hellraiser is a 2022 film. It's directed by David Bruckner, who directed The Night House. Don't know if you've seen that. Have you seen The Night House?
I've not seen The Night House.
I really like The Night House. It was good. And he also helmed Netflix's The Ritual, as well as sections of horror anthologies VHS and Southbound. So this is the relaunch of the Hellraiser franchise. It's going to be premiering on Hulu on October the 7th. I think Prey premiered on Hulu. And in the UK, it premiered on Disney+. So I'm assuming possibly, maybe Hellraiser ends up on Disney+. Would be interesting to know that Pinhead is on Disney+, officially a Disney princess.
Yeah, so now Pinhead is now a Disney princess. What a world. Along with the Alien Queen, I guess.
Along with the Alien Queen, exactly. What a world we live in. So it's a complete reboot, I guess. It's like the 11th Hellraiser movie in total. But I'm assuming just discounts everything that's come before it.
I don't think I've seen Beyond 2, of the franchise. I know there's a Hellraiser where it's a computer game. I know there's a Hellraiser where it's a theme park.
Yeah, a theme park.
I think so. I haven't just imagined that, have I? There is a Hellraiser where it's a theme park.
There is a Hellraiser. Where's a theme park? I think I saw a picture circulating on Twitter recently where there's a kids park Pinhead. Did you see that? It's like
I did see that.
The slide come out of his mouth. Very nice. I like that. So yeah, a reboot as such. Clive Barker's on board as producer, which is good news. That's obviously good news. I know he hasn't been involved in movies as much these days, but still good news to have the OG involved. And yeah, we're gonna react to the trailer. We're gonna take a little look-see. And have a look at what hell can be raised.
Right. Trailer starts now.
That's good to know. I like that prompt. Otherwise, how would you know?
I wouldn't say it was beautiful. It's fine, I guess.
I mean, I think I'd just look at that and go...
What is it?
What is that?
Like Joe, yeah.
What is that? What could that be? It looks lovely. You could pick it up in your local...
Keep going.
tat shop. Keep going. Is a man just telling them how to do it? A man's
it looks a bit like something to be at your nan's house, on the mantelpiece with no explanation.
Don't touch it. Oh, if you're gonna touch it, then do it. Oh no.
It's not a porcelain cottage.
That's what happens.
Oh.
Slurped off like the Velociraptor slurps you off in Jurassic Park. Shooter!
Got a bit in there.
Master of Horror, Clive. But I thought John Carpenter was the Master of Horror. Is everybody knocking about being called the Master of Horror?
You see that instruction manual that comes with the book.
Don't put your finger in it. Jesus. A window that looked like the puzzle box. I like it. Okay.
Oh, it's old.
It's old Nemesis, Chatterer. There we go.
Old Gobby.
She is.
Yeah.
That's a new Cenobite called Mask, I believe. The other one, not the Mask. Oh, wow, that was gruesome. Chains ripping you up. Always happens.
A little bit of a maze.
Is that Pinhead's voice?
I think so.
That's horrible.
Oh, I'm pretty sure they didn't say what is it you pray for. Maybe it's the cut of the trailer, but I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have said for chains. Actually, chains come and rip us up.
I really fancy some chains to come and. I mean, first thing I recognise, Pinhead voice, horrific. Considering it's so Jamie Clayton playing Pinhead, obviously unrecognisable because doesn't go around with pins in her head usually. I don't think so. Anyway, and a nice redesign. It looks like rather than being like the original Pinhead, where it's kind of the Pinhead, but then all the rest is kind of like clothing, like a black bin bag, like a long Morpheus coat. Looks like
a lazy Halloween costume.
Exactly. This is like it looks like she's had her neck all like ripped out, and there's some sort of like
little penny
or something, little jewel in her thing, and then she's kind of got
perhaps carelessly eating some Quality Street, necked a toffee penny without undoing it.
It happens.
Let's have a tracheotomy, get it out. Didn't get it out in time. That's how she died.
I mean, sorry. Yeah, that's how she died. You're a Cenobite in hell forever with that toffee penny lodged perfectly in your esophagus.
I guess it would be another way to explore the mixture of immense pleasure, lovely bit of chocolate, little sweetie, and torture, choking to death because of the wrapper you've left on.
I do like a toffee penny, It's probably one of the ones I go for first.
Yeah.
Caramel, chocolate caramel, that's one, isn't it? A toffee penny.
Nice caramel keg.
The rest, a caramel keg. A keg. Wait a minute, a keg full of caramel. That's the pleasures you will experience.
Oh, you drown of that. Yeah, it's like a big box of Quality Street and roses all mixed into one.
And you don't know what's
goodness.
What. Not celebrations. Okay, so obviously it's not showing too much in terms of plot, but it's kind of showing what you could to be expected. There's some new Cenobites, some old Cenobites, some reimagined Cenobites. They're not even called Cenobites in the book, are they? In Hellbound Heart.
I've never read Hellbound Heart, but I think you're right. If Luke Condor, Clive Barker's best mate, was on, he'd know. But I
don't think it's ever mentioned what they are. There's no like.
Well, I know the description. I know some of the discourse on this has been changing it to a woman, but actually the earliest description of old Pinhead is that is either a kind of a genderless character or actually having lots of female qualities about it. And this is a good look. It looks like Jamie Clayton's been punching a few durries though, getting ready for that voice.
It's terrifying. I wasn't sure whose voice it was supposed to be first, but if that voice stays, I mean, it reminds me of like Regan's voice in The Exorcist, where that horrible, deep, and I think the person whoever did the voiceover for that was chosen specifically for having. It sounds almost exactly the same. That horrible.
Yeah, that's definitely. I mean, you can say that cigarettes don't do a lot for people in society over the years, but they do let you get a very scary voice if you have enough of them.
If you smash them down like that, yeah.
Necking them.
Necking those. Yeah, so apparently... So I saw a tweet as well saying that this film has been worked on every day since like 2020 or something. So that's what I think the director or somebody, or maybe a screenwriter, somebody said that.
Even Christmas Day.
Even Christmas Day. What are you doing on Christmas Day? Come down and have a bit of Christmas dinner. I kind of do the voiceover for Hellraiser.
And again, they didn't say how long. Maybe that's what it's taken since 2020. They've done just a tight 10 minutes a day.
The bare minimum.
I'll do one
day.
line.
What are you doing? 8 hour shifts a day, knocking this Hellraiser out? No, afraid not. 10 minutes a day. At the end of the day, when I'm pretty sleepy as well, so I'm not even putting that much effort in.
That's the only time I've got the voice just right. You have to wait till you've got a few minutes when you wake up in the morning before you have a drink of water.
First thing in the morning, 100%. If you have a few tinnies the night before as well, and then don't drink any water, wake up with your tongue like sandpaper.
Go to a nightclub in the 1990s. You're like, oh, air stinks of cigarettes. Hang on, this is my voice. Hello, Hellraiser here.
Hellraiser, he's a Cockney as well. So we get a look at some Cenobites. It looks like there's a guy who knows what the puzzle box is, and he's kind of like making people solve it for him for some reason. Maybe he's a representation of the Cenobites. Maybe he's got some other.
Maybe he's got the right idea, because maybe he wants to see a Hellraiser. Because I ain't doing this puzzle box. I'll get slurped off by chains. Trick someone else into doing it.
It was that guy as well, getting him to do it. It looks like I recognise him from something. ER? Is he from ER? I think everyone's from ER. Weren't you in ER once? Don't know.
Anyone that you don't recognise, some classically handsome man. That'll be ER.
Gotta be ER. So the mask Cenobite looks like a guy. He looks naked, tattooed, and it looks like his face is like stretched across some kind of like metal framing that sits atop his head.
Do you know which one is a replacement for?
I don't know actually. What's the one? So you got Chatterer, and what's the? Does
he replace the big fat man with Dr. Robotnik glasses?
Yeah, possibly. He might be. They might be like, come on, he's had enough.
So the classically handsome man is Goran Viznik, and he is from, amongst other things, Practical Magic. I guess he's the one that both Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman are in love with. He's in something called Rounders. He was in Elektra.
Rounders, that's a poker film. Great film.
There you
go. There's also another Cenobite / could be a Cenobite, could be someone who's been tortured, who've got like their jaw's been removed, eyes been removed, and they look like they've got big old shoulder pads on. Very 80s.
That's how they got them. They're like, right, I'll pull your eyes out, and they start running out of ideas. I'll put you this jacket that doesn't suit you. No.
Yeah, it's 2 sizes too big as well. Well, all for you, because oversized fashion is actually back in. So
I'd be like, actually, no, screw you, because that's one of the pleasures. Actually, so I meant that. So that's fine.
All these games being played. I mean, it is a puzzle box. So. I mean, it looks. I mean, I've not seen any of the recent Hellraisers, but it looks like obviously this will be different. It's got a decent budget. It's going to be like a major release, obviously on streaming. But yeah, it gives me confidence in some. I'm going to go back and watch some of them as well. I've seen the first one fairly recently, but I might go back and watch 2 and 3 because I don't think I've seen them for years and years.
Might watch the theme park one.
What's that one? Number 7.
Don't know. One of them.
8, 9, and 10.
This will be you and I, Ben. We'll be here in a few weeks' time doing a top 10 Hellraiser countdown. you know how these things snowball.
I can't wait. Oh my god, yeah, the dizzy heights of number 1 and 2, and then yeah, I don't know if this is again. I mean, it's continuing the trend of legacy remakes / reboots. It's not a legacy sequel, is it? It's just got the name of the original as well. I mean,
yeah, start it up again, take out the numbers and the subtitles, just call it
something that used to annoy me a bit, but now I feel like because it's so commonplace and it's like it just makes sense. Now I prefer it. I think if it was called Hellraiser, Back to Hell or something, or First Hell.
How many did you say there were? Was there, if there'd already been 10, you could have made the L's in Hellraiser number 11.
Use the Resident Evil way of making a sequel. You know that they build the sequel just around the letters they've got in the V-I Village. Yeah, that's great. I like it.
So what's the next one going to be called? Resident Evil Onyx. Spelled incorrectly, like the Pokemon name.
I already had a thought. Resident Evil Hex with the I as like part of the E.
I see. Copyright. Ben Errington. Now, exactly. If Capcom do it.
Yeah. Okay, so this looks good. Looks like a good rebirth, reimagining of the movie. Jamie Clayton, I'm sure, is gonna kill it. The voice, hopefully, it's her doing the voice. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's not, but I think if that's her doing the voice, terrifying. I mean, it's probably got some sort of digital treatment on it to make her sound like she's had 28.
Just one of those little
cigarettes an hour.
Darth Vader masks that you can get.
Oh, what? That from Toys R Us.
Yeah.
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 But
It's one of those.
Prey, and now this Hulu is hosting some pretty special. I mean, we haven't seen Hellraiser yet, but pretty special horror movies. And considering like the Books of Blood, Clive Barker movie from, I think it was last year, maybe the year before, was not very good. I'm hoping maybe they're in the long game. Maybe they're like, forget, but we've done Books of Blood, but Hellraiser is the one you want to see.
Is the biggie. Before you know it, another Midnight Meat Train with not Vinnie Jones, I guess. A different one. New one.
Not Vinnie
Whoever,
Jones.
whoever the new footballer turned actor is.
A different footballer turned actor. Someone someone you would never expect.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cristiano, he's still playing.
Tell you what,
Maybe
he could be the scream killer, all that falling over he does. Got him.
You've absolutely ruined him. He's
Got
been
you,
ruined.
Christian.
I'm thinking like it's got to be, if it's like Vinnie Jones, it's got to be someone big, sort of like centre back guy. Yap Stam.
There you go.
The that's a second last. This isn't a full episode, but the Silver Bullet episode you mentioned Rude Hullet. Now I've mentioned Yap Stam. Dutch footballers are getting more attention than ever.
More airtime by this podcast than absolutely anyone. But
Anybody else?
Hellraiser. I'm here for it. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Well, tell us what you think if you're looking forward to this. Safe to say we're going to be covering this on the podcast. I think as a main feed episode.
Why not? Why not, indeed?
I'm not going to give you a reason why not, Andy, because there are no reasons why not.
There's only reasons for. That's settled.
Exactly. There we go. So, thank you very much for tuning in. See you soon. See you next time.
Yeah, until then, don't solve any boxes that you're not so sure about.
No, if you see any boxes and that guy from Practical Magic asking you to solve it, leave well alone.
And to solve his own puzzle boxes.
And stay off the cigarettes. See you later.
Bye.